Hi everyone, and welcome to our Elite Escapes with the Sadleir family. I am Dan Sadleir.
I'm Melody Sadleir.
And I'm Jim Sadleir.
And we are from Elite Travel and Events Inc., based in Arlington Heights, Illinois, just outside of Chicago, which is a luxury travel agency specializing in luxury travel around the world. We do small group tours around the world, destination weddings, incentive groups, and so much more. But let's start it off with the one who started everything, my mom, Melody.
Hi, everybody. Well, welcome. I want to tell you, I have been in the travel business for a long time. Since 1972, I started with a charter company. I moved on to being, the manager of one of the largest tour operators in Chicago. Then I was fortunate enough to be hired by a major airline. And I worked there for 30 years. I retired, and I started this agency in the year 2000. And I'm blessed to have my family working with me.
And I'm Dan Sadleir. I started working with my mom, Melody, back in January 2009, and I was happy to be able to bring in more of the technology side of travel. Yeah. So I brought our website in, some social media, professional email addresses, just those things that you need for a business. So it's been a lot of fun, and And how about you, Dad?
Well, I retired recently. I had a healthcare office as a chiropractor, an acupuncturist in Arlington Heights. Retired, and I help out here. I work with the down payments. I work with the final payments to make sure everything runs smoothly.
He's a numbers guy, so we're happy about that. Not my specialty, but for him, it's great.
Good. Works well.
Perfect. Well, that sounds good. So, Mom, you have any questions for us? What are you feeling?
Okay, let's start off with something kind of fun. What's your favorite escape? Either to a destination or a hotel, Jim?
Hotel, favorite one is down in Mexico, Dreams Ventura by Riviera Maya. They have a wonderful water park. Lazy river, obviously large pool, some very wonderful slides, water slides. They're either open water slides or closed water slides. They're wonderful. It's 3 different levels. And then there's a which is called
they call it like a roller glider or something.
Roller glider. It's kind of like
zip line.
Zip lining, but it's with a roller glider. It's wonderful. It goes around a big circle around half circle around the area. It's fantastic.
Yeah, the food there was amazing too. Really good. Great service.
Accommodations are wonderful.
Very nice. How about you?
Well, we were fortunate enough to get to go on the Amadeus River Cruise line, and we went down the Danube. It was fabulous. It was so nice. It's owned by an Austrian couple, and they do it up very, very nice. But before we got on the boat, we got to stay at the most fabulous hotel I've ever stayed in. It's the Anatara Palace, New York City.
Yeah, the Anatara New York City Palace. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
And,
same thing.
Oh my gosh, because I'm a woman, I love big bathrooms. This one had the biggest bathroom I've ever seen. It was probably as big as my family room, really. But it had a big bathtub that was a jacuzzi, but it was huge, and a big shower and a big dressing area, and it had all these wonderful, wonderful products. Just loved it. But the restaurant, the New York City Cafe, people stand in line for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and they even pay extra, right? To move up in line. It's unbelievable.
Skip the line. I think it was like €5 or 10 euros or something.
But because we stayed there, we got to have breakfast there. The breakfast was amazing, unbelievable, just wonderful, and great service. That was my favorite.
Yeah, it was beautiful. We've been fortunate enough because of Melody's career to travel around the world, and she raves about that hotel. She does say it's her favorite. So before I jump in and tell you where my favorite place is, I want to make sure that you click the subscribe button below. Make sure to like this video and post any comments. If you have any questions for us, we're here to answer any questions as well. So make sure to do that, and we appreciate you. But going back to it, I always say this is the hardest question out there to really answer. Where's your favorite place to travel? And because everywhere has their perks. You know, I used to always say Queenstown, New Zealand, because it's absolutely gorgeous. It's a venture capital world. I did bungee jumping at the first commercial bungee jumping location in the world, the Kawaru Bridge by A.J. Hackett, which was such an amazing experience. Shot over Riverjet. I mean, it was such a fun place. But since then, I've been to South Africa on safaris, which was amazing. Croatia by a private yacht a couple of times, which was absolutely gorgeous and amazing. So much fun. We're swimming in the Adriatic, which we'll tell you more about that in a little bit. I love Italy, and but favorite hotels. The first one that comes to my mind is the Grand Hotel Villa Cora, which is in Florence, Italy, and it is one of the most luxurious, beautiful properties I feel like I've ever been to, and I loved it. But at the same time, I love a Mexico all-inclusive, and I was blessed to have the opportunity to go to Impressions Moschee by Secrets, and this is in the Riviera Maya. It's a new property that just opened up last year, I think it was, or end of 2022, and it was amazing. It's very top of the line. The rooms are gorgeous. The property's gorgeous. And the food's amazing. The service. I love the rooftop pool. I couldn't get away from it. But yeah, I guess some of my favorite places. Kind of hard to say. But all right, so moving forward, let's say, what is your favorite or funniest memory while traveling? Who's going first?
Well, if I get to go first, the thing I remember most is swimming with the dolphins. Danny and I actually did it together. And we got to be able to hold a rod up out of the water, and the dolphins jumped over the rod. It was fantastic. There's another activity you can do where you lie flat on your stomach in the water and your arms are out to the side. And two dolphins come up, one on each side by your hands, and you get to hold their dorsal fin, and then they lift you through the water. And even better, for those of you that ever water skied, this is kind of like water skiing. It's just a little different. When you lie flat on your stomach, arms out to the side, the dolphins come up to your feet and they push you. Mm-hmm. And as you're going along in the water, you arch your back and you stand up just like if you're water skiing. Yeah. Fantastic experience.
That was awesome. That was super fun. I think they call this a Superman, right? Or something like that.
Phenomenal. Just wonderful time.
Great memory. I'm glad you said that. I like that. How about you?
Okay. Mine's about my little Dan.
Uh-oh.
Okay, we were taking our boys. We have two boys, Jim and Dan, and we're going to Disney. We're going on a Disney cruise. And before we ever go anywhere, we always build it up, So all week we talk about it. And they were so excited going on this boat, We get to the boat, and I go, there it is. Oh, my gosh. And my son Jim was excited. My son Dan was like, I'm not going on that. No, I'm not going on that. Crying, holding on to Jim. No, don't put me on that boat. No, I'm not going on. Well, we finally got him on. I know. Finally got him on. Then, at the end, when we're going home, we couldn't find him. He didn't want to go home. He wanted to stay. So, it's just an adventure all the time. But he found out that it was the best time of his life. He had a great time.
Yeah, that was just last year. Just kidding. This is when I was probably like 4 or 5 or something, 3, whatever.
I think he was 3 or 4.
Yeah.
5.
So,
how about you?
For me, the one that always comes to mind is when I was in Sicily, and we were coming home, and we're at the airport. There's all this traffic. We're just sitting there, and we're like looking at our watches. We're like, oh my gosh, we're gonna miss this flight. We gotta go. What is happening? All of a sudden, the driver's like, all right, get out here. We're like, get out here? What do you mean get out here? We're not even at the terminal. So we get out and we start walking, and we realize that it is flooded. The terminal's flooded, like the whole road to get there. So I guess what happened was Mount Etna erupted or something like that, and it melted the snow, and the water all came down and just flooded the airport. So, we have to carry our bags through this water, and, personally, I'm not the best packer, so my bag's pretty heavy. But I had to throw it up, and the water was at least knee deep. So I'm carrying this bag through the water. I'm soaked. My pants are all soaked. But the funny part about this story is it's kind of a joke between another travel advisor who I was with was in Sicily, you go upstairs to the plane instead of using the gangway or whatever it's called. And so we're going up the stairs and my pants were all wet and we almost missed a flight and I didn't want to sit down in my seat and get it all wet. So I just changed my clothes right there, and whenever I see her, it always comes up and we always just laugh about it, you know. Maybe you had to be there, but it was pretty funny. And I don't even know exactly why I did it, but I think that's the reason. So anyway, moving on. How about you, Dad? Do you have any questions for...
Well, Melody, Dan, one thing that comes to my mind is, what do you envision the travel industry, especially for luxury travel, what's the future?
Well, I can answer that, I think. Yeah. I think it all comes down to, what does a travel advisor really do for you? Okay? Yeah. It's really important that you know that we're there to work for you. We're there for you. When COVID happened, so many people, you know, canceled their flights, tried to get their money back, tried to get their hotels back. You know, if you do it by yourself, it's very difficult. But if you go through a travel advisor, all you do is call us. We take the call. We do everything for you. Mm-hmm. You know, we call the hotels. We get it taken care of. We get your money taken care of. Nobody lost money with us. They either got their money back or they were able to hold the money with the tour operator or the airline and use it within a year's time. Mm-hmm. So they wouldn't lose their money. But we do it for you. We work for you. So I think with luxury travel, people are seeing that. They're seeing what we can do for them. Mm-hmm. And that's the most important thing. We work for you.
Yeah, and I do feel that especially the luxury travel industry has blown up in a positive way since COVID, because of those types of reasons that they maybe didn't realize, or they found out the hard way, that they have a one-person contact when they work with a travel advisor. So if they had an issue during COVID or anytime, you know, it could be a hurricane, it could be any sort of issue, that they just call us and we take care of it. So I think more and more people are realizing the benefits of a travel advisor, since it's not like we're charging you extra or anything like that. There's no difference, you know? So it's just, you have us to take care of all your needs. And we usually have really good rapport with the sales managers and general managers and people at all the different resorts, the cruise lines, all different destinations. So we're able to let our these contacts know that our clients are traveling, and I feel like they just get that extra special treatment. And I think that's really what people are realizing, why you want to use a travel advisor, especially when you're in the luxury travel realm of travel. So I just see it growing more and more.
It's fantastic.
Cool. Well, you know what? I think that is a great place to stop for our first show. Let me explain also what's going on for future shows. Is we are going to be bringing on different destinations, different sales managers of some of the most luxurious, beautiful properties, places that you are going to want to go and stay at. And we're going to be bringing them on to answer your questions, to talk with us, and to help you decide where you're going to go. But before we do that too, before we end, I also want to explain a little bit more about some of our fun group tours that we do. We do Elite World group tours, and this May we have one going to Ireland. And why I'm bringing that up is that is going to be one of our first guests for next week. We're so excited to bring on Emer from Castle Leslie Estate, the sales manager. She's amazing. She is a vibrant person that you'll get to meet her. She is so much fun. You'll love her. Yeah. So make sure to find us next Friday. We're going to be releasing new videos every Friday, and so make sure to check back next Friday to see what is going on at Castle Leslie Estate in Ireland. But we will have a tour, and we are taking over her castle exclusively for the last 2 nights of her tour, May 11th to 21st. There's only a few more rooms left, so if you want to come, make sure you contact us ASAP, because they're going quick. And then also we will have Croatia by private yacht. We only have a couple more porthole cabins left. That will be July 27th to August 3rd. And then we have South Africa, that we are going to Cape Town. We're doing wine country, and we're doing a safari, and it is going to be amazing, totally top notch. And that is November 7th to 15th. And if you want to go to Kruger National Park and see the Big Five, this is the tour for you. We're going to be staying in one of the most prestigious, amazing new properties. It just opened a couple years in the past, and it's Shalanti Game Reserve, which is a really cool property that is actually on a bridge overlooking a river where all the animals are stopping to drink, and we're staying in and it's a train, but they converted all the train cars into luxury hotel rooms. Such a great experience. And then to finalize, one last thing, and then we'll let you guys go, is we're going to have a giveaway for you staying on this long into the tour, into the video. That if you go to the link below, after you subscribe, after you like this video, make sure you click on that link and put in your entry. And next week we'll announce who's going to win a great tote bag filled with all your travel necessities. And it'll just be a great little giveaway for you. So thank you so much again.
Please subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends and family. And we just truly appreciate your support.
Happy travels.
Happy travels.
And see you next week.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.